Mark Dawe, Chief Executive of the Association of Employment and Learning Providers. I'm talking to you today on the first day of the AELP National Conference. We've just had our first session and it's been really interesting already in terms of setting the scene. I think we're at a really important period, particularly around work-based learning, whether it's apprenticeships, traineeships, adult education budget. All the policies could be really, really good. They're doing the right things. It's about, one, the implementation, but also how they go into the future. And I think that's the discussions we're having over the next 2 days. We think the providers are being more engaged, the endpoint assessments are being more engaged than ever before. So they're actually listening. The government, the officials are actually listening to what we're saying now. And we're starting to see some changes, but there needs to be some big thoughts and big shifts over the next few months. We've got challenges, as we've already heard from the Federation of Small Businesses, around small businesses, young people, lower level apprenticeships. Those challenges still exist and something needs to be done desperately. There is not enough money coming through to support providers, to support SMEs in particular, through the contract system. And even though there's going to be a shift onto the apprenticeship system, we've got a problem coming next year. So there are things like that that need to be dealt with immediately. Then we have the bigger question of, clearly the money's going to run out next year. Is there going to be more money? Are we going to prioritise some apprenticeships over others, whether it's regions, sector, level? Those are really, really big discussion points that we need to move to very quickly, because this issue is going to be growing over the next year and we've got the spending review coming. So an exciting period, a really exciting policy, a dedicated group of providers, endpoint assessment organisations. And in providers, there are employer providers, universities, ITPs, colleges, the whole range. So they're all there, they're keen to do the right thing, but there are some big, big questions to be answered by the officials and the agencies. Obviously at the moment there's a lot of political uncertainty. I don't need to tell anyone that. And that is from the Prime Minister all the way down, because when a Prime Minister changes, it's possible the Secretary of State will change and the Ministers will change. We just don't know. So we've got this time of political turbulence where we've got a number of things that need to be sorted out. So that's why AELP have put down their 10-point spending plan, really for this next coming year of where the priorities are. It is about supporting the young person more. It is about properly funding the new functional skills. It is about making sure enough money goes to the SMEs. It is about supporting apprenticeships at all levels, but making sure they're sustainable, because no one can invest the millions sometimes that are needed to develop resources and the assessment and everything if there's uncertainty about the future. It is about having the actual standards from level 2 available so there are stepping stones through. It is about considering social mobility as well as productivity, and it's blending all of these things together. So our 10-point plan, along with our response to Augur, where Augur very rightly says 50% of this population are not getting the deal they deserve in terms of education and training. And we're saying for the young person, the young adult, 18 to 24, they should actually receive funding to support them, bring their learning up to at least a full level 3. But if it's not classroom-based and apprenticeship, then that money should be used to enhance the apprenticeship funding as well. So to give an incentive to take on those young adults. These all combine together to have a strong work-based program, developing skills at all ages, all levels, but also prioritising some of those areas where it's really important for social mobility as well as productivity.